What if baby Naruto was teleported to a all-female world? Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Now before continuing this is going to be a little bit of 18 plus ish story. This can go a little bit of sexual side. I'm not gonna make it into a lemon fanfic. At least I'm gonna try myself not to. It's been a long time, and to be honest I wasn't aiming for this. It's just that how the story turned out to be. And yeah, just a little heads up, and please, if you want to listen to it, please wear headphones. And moving onwards, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel and follow me on my Meta What If channel as well. It has been indeed quite a long time since I've done anything like this. I used to make some stories which were 18 plus, like back in the day of 2022 maybe. So yeah, I had this idea and I was like, let's roll with this and see how you guys react. Do let me know in the comment section if you want more though, because it is kind of embarrassing, but I'm willing to go through that embarrassment for you guys. Enough said, without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins in Konoha Gakuden Sato, on the night of the Kyuubi attack. Everything was in shambles and burning as set up in flames. People were screaming, the shinobis were holding the front lines under the leadership of the retired third Hokage Hiruzen Sarutobi. Suddenly, we see Minato Namikaze arrived, and he was very troubled by the looks of his face. Seeing this, Minato was then accompanied by Hiruzen, who left his charge for some time. How did this happen, Minato? And what are you doing, bringing your child here? Long story short, we were attacked. The Kyuubi got freed, Kushina is dead, and I have to now make sure that Naruto is safe, and the Kyuubi is sealed within him. So what are you going to do? What do you think I'm going to do? I'm gonna use the Reaper Death Seal. That is the only choice that I have. But Minato, that I know what it can do. And I'm more than willing to do it. Just make sure that Naruto is protected, Hiruzen-sama. You better hurry, Minato. We don't have much choice. And from the looks of it, the Chief Toad won't be able to hold him long. I know. As Minato, in a hurry, was able to form the seal. But he made a critical mistake. In exchange for my soul, I want you to protect Naruto, as well as take him to a safe place. Naruto, instead of saying this to Hiruzen because everything was kind of mashed up in this tense situation, blurted this out to the Shinigami. And once the Shinigami's eyes glowed and Minato realized too late what he has just said, the deal was already made. Minato, what have you done? I am so sorry. Please forgive me, as Naruto disappeared from there. While the Kyuubi, it was remaining there and continued to attack Konoha. While Minato, too, perished. While this was going on in their reality, with the next sunrise, Konoha wouldn't be able to survive. We go towards where Naruto was sent. A similar and parallel world in which mankind, literally the men of the humankind have gone extinct. Since chakra was spread out, Hagoromo Otsutsuki thought it would do good to everyone, but it attacked the males as kind of a disease, eating them from within and killing them. It was then that the chakra which the woman possessed, they tried to use it and harness its power to create life. They thought that they would be able to create males, but all and every result ended up in creating females. And so, that is how the world was populated with females. 2 females creating life with the help of some seals as well as some chakra combining. As now we see, in such manner, in the current timeline, was born Natsuki Uzumaki Namikaze, daughter of Minato as well as Kushina, both females of course. Pause. A little bit of disclaimer. In this story, I'm just gonna keep the names as they were in the canon, but change them into females. So yeah, it's better this way, trust me. I forgot to mention this in the intro, so I'm saying this now. Now, we continue. As now we see, Iwako Sarutobi then brought in their daughter. Well, what do you both think? She is beautiful like you and healthy. How are you feeling, Kushina? I am feeling fine. As Minato then said, hugging her wife, "It is great." As suddenly there was a bright light that emerged and there was another baby there. How in the hell did this happen? As Minato went and picked up the child and checked to find that the child was just that, but he was different. As immediately we see Tobacco gasped, that, that child, what is it? That child is a boy. Unbeknownst to them, in the shadows a woman was listening, and she froze as well, as her eyes widened. How can this be? How can this be a boy? Look at his genitalia as well as his structure. This boy is not only a man child, but also the one that possesses chakra. You know what this means? What? The prophecy that was said to us that a child will appear, a man child, and he will be able to save our world and bring back all the men. We have to keep this a secret, said the other nurses. Yes, but before that we need to conduct some tests and find out where he came from. And so after all the tests were conducted, they were shocked to find out that he was like them, the Konoichis, and yet he was a male. And not only that, he had blood matching samples with Kushina and Minato both. And once both of them were finding out about this inside their Kage office, we see Minato was shocked. She had a daughter. She was aware of that, but a boy from her? How is that possible? Wait. How is this possible? I thought we all were just women, and we gave birth to a daughter. Isn't that right, Kushina? As Kushina, who was cradling both childs currently in her arms, smiled happily. Whatever you say, Minato, he is our son, and we will take care of him. As suddenly we see the council elders arrive there. Omura, Koharu, as well as Danzo. The three old ladies. As now we see Hiruzen arrive there as well, just in the nick of time. Another old lady, but who was on the side of them? We have heard something quite interesting from one of the nurses. Congratulations on giving birth to your daughter, but is it true that there was a male child that appeared? Yes, it is true, Danzo. He is from the test reports that Biwako-sama prepared, our son as well. Interesting. Very interesting. You know what this means, right? The prophecy said to be the myth is now turning out to be true. We are not going to force him to mate endlessly, Danzo. He is their son, and he is just an infant child. Let the boy have a normal life. You and I both know that is not possible, Hiruzen. That boy is the key to bringing back the peace and prosperity back to our world. We Konoichis have existed, fought for our survival, and have found different ways to reproduce as well as to survive without males. And you all are aware that how we have missed our counterpart in the long run. We will make sure that the boy and his seeds that he produces would be those who would be obedient and would listen to us. If you want to prepare slaves, then I would rather not hand him over to you. The boy will live as he wishes to live, and will be taught by our manners as well as whatnot. You don't need to worry about anything. Leave his taking care process to us. As now we see Danzo and the others frowned, but in the end they knew that they couldn't fight against Minato and the others, so they left. As Hiruzen then said, you better take care of him and make sure he is well hidden. People of Konoha should not be able to find out about that. And so, now we see time begin to pass by because Naruto was the best kept secret. That is what they named him, after all, because their daughter was Natsuki. And besides, Minato's student Jiraiya, a busty woman who was, well, let's just say too horny for her own good, has created some novels in which her main character was always Naruto. So inspired by him, Naruto was born in real life. As time passed, we see at the age of 6, Naruto's hair was wild but cut short, obviously. He had blue eyes like Minato had, and a bright smile as well. And like Natsuki, he had personality similar to her as well. But something that Naruto didn't realize was that he, being kind and loving towards everyone, was having an effect on them, on their hormones, whether they were older or younger. The example was when Naruto met with, well, Natsuki's friends, which were basically Hinata as well as other girls. Neji was also brought there, who was the older cousin to Hinata. Naruto met up with her, and her being the older one, reacted a bit. And so, from that day onwards, Minato and Kushina, both of them had to be extra cautious as careful because Naruto was having effects on others. Since they have been far away from male for so long and this was their first encounter, their hormones were bound to react. That is what at least Bibaku-sama said. And Jiraiya, let's just say she was over the moon when she found out that secret of her student. And she was more than willing to teach him her ways, which Kushina didn't like it one bit, as now we see the training for both Naruto as well as Natsuki begin. Time passed as both of them reached at the age of 13 because in their world, some things were indeed different. At the age of 13 were the time when they were sent to academy for 3 years. And from there, the Genin life would begin. And so by the time they reached at the age of 13, Naruto had grown up as well. He was tall, had a little bit of muscles, and was always practicing and training because he wanted to make his mothers proud. While doing so, we see Naruto one afternoon was shirtless and practicing against a wooden stump, throwing kunais and whatnot, his body glistening in sweat as Natsuki and her friends, because she let them in on the secret, were watching this because they had vowed that they would never ever tell this to anyone. And let's just say most of them, even Natsuki herself, were blushing hard and finding it hard to gulp. But they weren't alone, because right within the home, Kushina was also watching this and gulped as well. Dear Kami, I shouldn't be thinking of such thoughts. He's my son, basically, but... Oh, don't kid yourself, Kushina, spoke the QB from within, who was also, let's just say, female. As her female voice then said, that boy, you know, he, even if, is your son. You want him. So I can see from Minato and the others. It's only natural. Trust me. If I could, I would as well. I would not allow you to harm him. Harm him? Why? Do you think I would? That boy is basically walking eye candy. And trust me when I say this. It's getting hard to just continue watching. Because there's a limit to even how I myself can hold back. As now we see Naruto, after being done, wore a white tank top and arrived inside. Whew. Well, I'm wound up with finishing up with my training, Kasan. Kasan, you're turning red, are you okay? Yes, Naruto. I'm fine. As Kushina looked towards her son and gulped hard. How about you go upstairs and take a bath, huh? Oh yeah. As while going upstairs we see Minato arrived. As Naruto bumped into her, his face, well, now being into her beautiful breast. As Naruto took a step back. Oh, sorry about that, Kasan. Was going upstairs. No, it's fine, Naruto. It was my fault. I teleported right in front of you. Sorry about that. Go on. And so once Naruto left upstairs, we see Minato sighed. You too, huh? Said Kushina as Minato flinched and turned red. What do you mean by that? It's getting hard. As soon as he is growing up, it's really affecting. Yeah, I can tell. And so now we see Naruto went to the academy. The day they feared the most has arrived. Once Naruto was there, he met with his senseis as well as the other classmates. And there was also the one Satsuki Uchiha there. Female Sasuke, obviously. as she and Kiba always were the rivals to sit next to Naruto. While Sakura and Ino were trying their best to sit next to Satsuki, but they too, in presence of Naruto, would blush and blush hard. As a training test, the fighting test came, a practice one. On the first day, Naruto was pitted against Satsuki, and Naruto was able to overpower her and win by pinning her to the ground, being inches away from her face with a smile. You did great, Satsuki-chan. How about we fight fairly next time, huh? And you don't use your Sharingan. Sorry I had to go and use excessive strength. It's fine, said Satsuki, looking away, turning bright red as a tomato. How about I go next, Sensei, said Kiba, as she gulped. But Iruka stopped her and said, Naruto, how about you go and take a break? Oh, thanks, Sensei. As Naruto arrived and sat down, and saw his sister arrived, hoarding by her friends, which was, well, Hinata, as well as Shikimaru, as well as Choji. And finally there was then Kiba as well, and the addition, Satsuki Uchiha. Wow. What are you guys doing here? Aren't you going to take your part? I have fought against you and lost, so it's obvious that I must listen to what you have to say. What? No, there was no terms as such, Satsuki-chan. No, you don't understand. That is how the Uchiha tradition is. Really no, Satsuki, said Natsuki. As Natsuki stood up, yes, Natsuki Baka, that is how things are. How about you leave, Satsuki Tebe? As both of them had visible lightning between their eyes as Naruto then placed hands on both of their shoulders. How about we both stop quarreling, huh? And after the academy, go out on a, lunch date. And so everyone accepted. Wait, what? What do you mean, everyone? As Naruto looked towards everyone who was saying yes and gulped. And so Naruto made sure that they all had a good time and returned back home towards with Natsuki. At the doorstep, Natsuki took her chance and kissed Naruto onto the face. Thanks, Naruto. Whatever you say, Natsuki. And once inside, we see Kushina step down and hug Naruto. How is my son doing? As Naruto smiled. Doing great. I'm just starving. Didn't we just eat outside? Man, I missed mother's food. I'm gonna eat some. You don't want to, Natsuki? No, I'm gonna take a shower and rest. As Kushina, being touched, made sure that Naruto had his feel. And while doing so, Naruto talked about his academy days and whatnot. While Naruto's life was adjusting well in Konoha, we go towards the Akatsuki, hidden within deep layers of the Rain Village, where the one person was seated, a woman who still could not get the things out of her head what she had seen. So much so that she has sent Zetsu to spy on him. And once the Zetsu returned, she confirmed that it was indeed a man, a boy. She has even taken photos of him taking a bath as well as being naked. For research purposes, as quote unquote she said, but let's just say she had a whole stash of that. So it's true that Konoha possesses a boy. What about our plan, the Monai plan? Said some of the Katsuki members. It could destroy the world and him. We cannot risk it. We will discuss how to tackle the boy and the Monai plan later. Right now, we need to find a way to take him from Konoha and bring him to us. Think about it. We will put out a huge amount of money for one night with him, after having our own fun. And we can earn a lot in this way, said Kagazu. No. Doing that will just spoil him. He's like an art piece that we just admire and maybe taste sometime, said Deidara as Sasori nodded. While their leader, the true one, Toby, then said no. We will go with the Mooneye plan. And make sure that Naruto-kun is the only one that survives. Because we then will build the world with him. As this was being said, we see the meeting came to an end and Zetsu arrived inside her room, where, in a dreamlike state, she was standing in front of her mother. Mother? That boy. He is special. The Otsutsuki clan, I have found out, have gone extinct. They have murdered out one another, and even the so-called god Shibuya Otsutsuki has crumbled down. So you're trying to, yes, bring back the Suzuki clan. And he is the only key that we need. I will make sure that happens. Do not worry about me. I have been gathering chakra, and soon I will be able to break free from this constraint. And once I do, I will come for him. Just make sure that by then you will have him in your hands and trained to be a better listener. Yes, mother. While this was going on, we go towards Naruto room where he was sleeping until he heard a knock. Standing out there in the sleeping dress was both of his mothers. Hey, son. Oh, hey, moms. What do you want? We didn't disturb you, did we? No? Why? Oh, nothing. We were just, worried about you. Here, brought you some milk. And so, now we see. Once Naruto drank it, something happened. Because next morning when Naruto woke up, he was now sandwiched between both of his mothers who were clothless, and sleeping on his stomach was his so-called sister. Naruto obviously blushed hard, and really hard. So much so that his third leg got hard. As now we see Naruto using the wooden transportation jutsu, switched himself with the wood and went to shower to cool his nerves. What the hell? How did this happen? What happened? Naruto didn't want to talk about it because he was blushing mess. I mean, it was not every day you found yourself in such condition. But something has been done. As the next morning we see, once Minato and Kushina came downstairs, both of them were wearing only their shirts. As Naruto blushed hard seeing them, as Natsuki then came downstairs as well. Good morning, Naruto. Last night I had great rest. Yeah, about last night, what actually happened? We are really horrible, Naruto. Well, what do you mean by that? We took advantage of you, son. What? As Naruto looked towards the three of them. As they told Naruto everything, that how they spiked Naruto's drink with a drug that caused him to go hard and, well, don't remember anything. Why? Because of their own hormones that they were continuously battling, and in the end gave in. As Naruto, scratching his face, looked to the other side. I mean, I read somewhere that it is completely normal, or used to be, when there existed males about, inbredness and whatnot. So, I guess in a sense it's fine. I'm not pissed. Really? Yes. Just next time, please tell me that, you want to. As Naruto blushed hard, and so did they. And so, after finishing up their awkward lunch, Natsuki, being the bold one, hugged his shoulder and left with him, like they were a couple out on a date. Seeing this, Naruto's and Natsuki's friends also took their chance and well opened up to Naruto. And soon Naruto too found out about the prophecy and realized that it was all because of him that this was happening and what his true job was. So, by the time of graduation, let's just say Naruto was already in relationship with both Satsuki, Kiba, Shikimaru, Choji, as well as their moms. Yes, their moms. And even with Jiraiya and Tsunade, who has came back to the village. Naruto had a relationship with all sorts of women with Konoha, and was living a life like a king, but still respectful and humble as ever. Heck, he even slept with Kyubi, female one, when his mother consciousness slipped away because of Kyubi's hormones. Saying this, the other villagers got quite shocked when they found out that Konoha was hoarding over a boy and was using him. So, what they did, instead of attacking Konoha and harming the boy, they sent in delegations. And whenever they returned, let's just say Naruto had caused Konoha and their relations to improve drastically. Even the Akatsuki, once they appeared, Naruto using the Talk no Jutsu talked them down, and well, yeah, you know where this is going. And they all left happily. Even the last remaining Otsutsuki queen, Kaguya Otsutsuki. In the end, Naruto, once he reached at the age of 18, was able to have a lot of daughters and sons. And the Elemental Nation was already aware of him. Those who came to him in search for a child had them. Those who came to him in search for a relationship had them. And Naruto would give them that anyway. All the while being respectful and kind, and loving towards each and every one, even trying to remember the names of all of them, even if it was hard. And the Elemental Nation saw him as something akin to a god or Adonis walking amongst them. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. Honestly, because I can't continue because it's turning too much 18 plus, and it's been a long time since I've done anything like this. So yeah. And moving onwards, I hope you liked this. If you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Do let me know in the comment section if you want more of this type of content. Yeah, it's kind of awkward for me to record this, but honestly, for you guys, I'll be able to, bear with it. Anyways, enough said. Without any further ado, let's end the video here, as this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace!